People, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. People, I want you guys to understand, okay, this level of education I'm giving you just to guide you in a better future because a lot of you don't realize that debt is killing a lot of us. And a lot of us don't understand how debt works. And when you don't understand how debt works, it puts you in a situation where you're just accumulating debt every single day of your life, signing on the dotted lines, thinking that it logically makes sense. My goal is to have you understand living debt-free is the best place to be, but there is times when you must go in debt because, again, sometimes that's bringing you passive income, and that's in commercial real estate. But again, I want you guys to understand the world we live today. Yesterday, I spoke about leasing a vehicle. I gave you the pros and cons. A couple weeks ago, I spoke about traditional financing when you go finance a car, how to get yourself pre-approved, what's the smarter ways of getting yourself pre-approved. Today, I'm going to talk about negative equity. A lot of you don't realize that after you have finished signing on a car, a couple years later, you realize that either the warranty ran out, or you just can't afford the monthly payments anymore. Just life changed. Life got rough. You lost your job. And now you just want to get rid of this car because it's giving you too much problems. Here's the honest truth, okay? What a lot of you do is you take that car with the debt and, of course, go trade it in and go into more debt. Not realizing that they're going to charge you interest based on the total debt. The debt of the new car that you bought hypothetically was $20,000 and you owed on the last car $10,000. Now, of course, you're getting charged 24% hypothetically month to month compounding on $30,000. The math behind it, a lot of you don't understand. This is why you think it makes a lot of sense to just do that. People, I'm going to keep saying, if you cannot afford a car, a certain type of car to be exact, just don't buy it. Buy what you could afford. Because when you put yourself in situations where you're dealing with negative equity, okay, you're going in so much debt, it's ridiculous. You're never going to be done paying this car, and then here it goes again. By the time you finish paying that $30,000 debt, the car is probably worth maybe 30% of what you paid for it or less. So did it logically make sense that you buy a car that you really couldn't afford because somebody probably told you so, or you probably just wanted to show off to some of your friends that probably can't even afford the car that you're driving, which makes no sense to me because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one making those monthly payments. You're going to be the one that have to go to work every single day to figure out how do you pay that bill at the first day of the month. People, think about what you're doing. Negative equity just simply don't make sense. But a lot of you think it does because why? You went to a dealership, you didn't have to put a down deposit down because your credit was decent, and you think, well, you know what, this made a lot of sense because why? I gave them my old car. Yes, they added the debt to my new debt, and I'm in debt for 5 to 7 years for a whole bunch of money, and I just, of course, don't know how to calculate it, so I think logically I make the right decision. And no, you didn't. Debt is killing millions of us every single day. School debt, I always say it, relationship debt. When you have debt and then you go into a relationship with another partner who has debt, that's relationship debt. Of course, car debt. Now we have cell phone debt. What's crazy to say, we even have surgery debt. People are in debt all over the place, and you got to realize debt causes stress because you start to go in depression mode when you can't afford all these bills that you have signed up for. So be smart about your life. If you can't afford a car, okay, a certain type of car, buy what you can afford. And sometimes it's just better off just to buy it cash and just get from A to B until the time is right where you could buy the car that you really could afford. But signing up for negative equity every single time, buying a car, trading it in, knowing that, of course, you can't afford it, thinking it makes sense, you're just going in debt on top of debt on top of debt. How do you live a life being in debt all your life? Really think about it, people. This is your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. Today's topic was simple. Negative equity just doesn't make sense. Mentourme.com.